What's up, guys? Gonna keep the intro short. Basically, as always, I wish I had more time to make videos. I wish I could make my YouTube channel, my full-time job. So all I do all day is make videos talking about whatever I want to talk about, like some of the big YouTubers, but unfortunately my channel is not big enough at the moment. So I have to work my regular job 6 days a week, which leaves little time to actually talk about stuff. So what I want to talk about today is President Donald Trump signing a nearly $110 billion defense deal, defense in quotations, defense deal with Saudi Arabia. Basically, we're going to sell them $110 billion worth of military equipment, training, surveillance stuff, equipment, stuff like that, APCs, jet fighters, tanks, missiles, guns, bullets, military training, stuff like that, whatever. All of these goods and services we are going to sell to them. I would like to point out, first of all, I hate when big-name Democrats are railing on this deal because they say it's against human rights. They think it's so horrible that Trump is doing that. He's supporting terrorism by doing this. Technically, you are true. Yes, I agree with you. This is the whole point of this video. I agree with you. But the fact that you said nothing when Obama did the exact same fucking thing means you don't actually care about this issue. You just want to score political points against Trump. So you are silent in 8 years of Obama selling weapons to terrorists and dictators and horrible regimes worldwide. Some liberals and Democrats did speak out against this. I'm not saying that at all, so don't twist my words out of context. I'm saying the vast majority of Democrats, the big-name Democrats, the Democratic senators, people in Congress, they didn't say anything. And now that Trump is doing the exact same thing, only more, is a bigger weapons deal, now they suddenly care about human rights. They suddenly care about giving money to dictators. It's just like, well, where the fuck were you the last 8 years? So it's not something that a country is supposed to love democracy and human rights. Why are we giving all this military equipment to a country that is opposed to democracy and human rights, not only with its own borders, but with neighboring countries like Bahrain? 2011, they had a democratic uprising against the government, which is also a dictatorship or an oligarchy because there's a family that's ruling it. And they rose up against them, and the Saudis intervened in this uprising and squelled it down, putting down a democratic revolt with, guess what? U.S.-funded weapons, U.S.-funded APCs, U.S.-funded security forces. And this is why I said defense budget is not a defense budget. No, this is for the Saudis to continue the oppression of their people. That's not defensive. It's to be able to intervene in civil wars or democratic uprising in their neighbors, like Bahrain 2011 and Yemen, which is still kind of going on, but they intervene in Yemen also. So this is not defensive. Intervening in your other country's civil wars and quashing democratic movements, that's not defensive. Who the fuck came up with that term? Who in their right fucking mind thinks that's defensive? Oh, the global 1%, who want to keep it that way. They're defending their way of life. They're defending their global empire. They're defending their ability to be the 1%. So in their screwed up mind, it's defensive. But to anyone else with a normal fucking brain, no, it's not. Oh, but we digressed a tiny bit. All these topics are interconnected. So I'm homing in on Trump. So basically what I'm saying is I'm not one of those Democrats who didn't say jack shit during Obama's 8 years, because I did. I guess I can leave a link to my blog, which I used to do before videos that was during Obama's terms, in which I spoke out against this. See, unlike the Democrats, I actually give a flaming fuck about this issue. I talk about human rights all the time in my channel, in Burma, in Bahrain. I actually care about the issue. I don't care who is financially supporting the Saudis, whether it's Democrats, Republicans, people from Europe, China, Russia, whoever gives them fucking money. I don't think Russia does, but I'm just naming big people who do give money overseas. If any of those countries gave money to Saudi Arabia, guess what? I would condemn it. I would condemn it no matter Republicans or Democrats, because guess what? I actually care about the issue, not the identity of the person acting or being acted upon. I know that's a mind-blowing concept for people to understand, that people actually care about an issue. They don't care about who's who. Like, when a white man shoots a black man, then only black people get mad and white people don't say anything, and it's reversed the other way around. They don't actually care about the issue, which is murder. They just care about, is my own race getting killed versus a race that I don't like. They said that this defense deal is supposed to bolster its counterterrorism partnership. Well, it's kind of funny that this is called counterterrorism when it's enacting terrorism in the first place. You can't fight terror with terror. You can't terrorize people fighting against you and put them to submission and think that will work. No, this is why the Saudis have had to have this huge counterterrorism project and billions of dollars from the U.S., particularly all around the world. they've had to do this for decades because people are constantly uprising against them. Because guess what? You can't fight terror with terror. You can't. You can't defeat ideology with a bullet. It just, you kill someone, then 10 people around them rally to the cause. You keep doing this. It's like the chopping off the Hydra heads. You start off with one, and now you have millions because you don't fucking get it. So why, as a libertarian, do I not support the sale of military weapons to Saudis? Well, I stand for these rights that libertarians stand for, and I actually give a shit about them, unlike most people. And some libertarians in general don't really like them, but we get distracted. So I enact these ideals throughout my everyday actions. I want other people to do these actions as well, because they're not hurting anyone else by doing so. It's just like, wow, Bush sold Saudis billions of dollars of military weapons. Obama did even more. Now Trump beat them both, the 110 billion. Wow, he's enacting the same policies that they did. So once again, I'm going to say I fucking called it, because I told you back in the summer, in the fall of 2016, that Trump is just an ordinary politician. When he says he's different, he's just talking out of his ass, and these stupid, ignorant people that believe him are just so retarded that they actually believe him, thinking, oh, he's different than other politicians. No, look, he's doing the exact same thing that his predecessors did. He railed on Obama for supposedly funding terrorists when he's doing the exact same thing. But it's bad when Obama does it, but when Trump does it, it's okay. You know, the Saudis also fund ISIS, another group of terrorists. Just add that to the list of terrorist organizations that we are indirectly funding. We're giving the Saudis weapons and money, and they turn around and give that to ISIS. Not all of it. They use some of it, and they give some of it to ISIS, because Saudi bankrolls ISIS and gives them military weapons, just like we're giving Saudi. So just how retarded of a policy do you have to be? We're against ISIS, and we're funding their funders. Wow, dude. Fucking wow. This is how retarded American policies are. How stupid American politics are. And then every single president, because he's exactly the same as the other ones, not exactly the same. You know what I mean? Goddamn, why did I explain all this shit? In terms of foreign policy, Republicans and Democrats are pretty much consistent over the years. They differ on different countries' aspects, different countries' policies, but overall, they enact the same amount of foreign aid, the same type of foreign aid to the same countries, and they sell autocratic, dictatorial, oligarchical regimes weapons and money all the time. You know, it's just that this is what they do. So to think that Trump is any different on this is completely fucking retarded. He's just following the rule book that was handed down to him. He's not any different. He talks out of his ass. I did a video on how his policies are similar to Clinton's. So it's just like, you keep on voting for the same two parties, the same stupid policies, keep on being enacted every single time. And you wonder why the Saudi people hate us. You wonder why they launch terrorist attacks against Westerners, Western countries in general. Is like, you are funding the government that is oppressing me. Why do you not think they'd be fucking pissed off at this? Imagine if Russia was funding a puppet government here that was keeping us down and taking away our rights and killing us. And it's just like, don't you think Americans would be pissed off at Russia for supporting the puppet governments keeping them down? Saudis think the exact same way. They're fucking humans. I know that's a bombshell for some radical right-wingers. Muslims are humans. They have feelings and they act logically. So when you see a country say, I love democracy, I love human rights, and turn around and fund the tyrannical regime that is killing you and oppressing you, you're just like, the U.S. is just a fucking piece of shit.